Hello baker friends, welcome back. Today I am making gluten-free bagels. I have never tried this recipe before. I was inspired from someone that I watch on YouTube, so I adapted the recipe that she used to be gluten-free, and here we are. We're gonna make it today. Let's go. All right, so here I have a large bowl. I am going to add to the bowl my gluten-free flour, which is Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 baking flour. We're going to add 1 cup. Can't quite fit the cup into the bag, so I will pour the flour into the cup in the bowl. Okay. So we want to do a level cup of that. Very good. All right. I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees so that it's waiting on me instead of me waiting on it. All right, now we are going to add the baking powder, which I believe is 2 teaspoons. Yes. 1, 2, and then we are going to add a little bit of salt, just a half a teaspoon of salt, which I never pour over the bowl for obvious reasons. All right, very good. Okay, now we are going to add our sour cream, which is what I'm using. We're going to use 2/3 of a cup of sour cream. I like to use sour cream in my gluten-free recipes, you know, because you have to add a little extra moisture when you're baking gluten-free. And I do like to add sour cream because it's not sweet. It's got a little zip to it, but nothing too crazy. And so that's what I prefer. You can use yogurt. You can use Greek yogurt. You can use milk-free yogurt like So Delicious or Silk. Whatever you like. But I like the sour cream. All right, so like I said, 2/3 of a cup. Make sure we get that nice and full. Okay, we're gonna add that right in. Okay, so my sour cream has been added in, and we are going to mix it until a dough forms. If I need a little more liquid, I can either add some milk, a dab of water. All right, so it's coming together nicely. I'm going to dig in with my hands in a minute, but I wanted to get most of it mixed together with a sturdy fork first. It's coming together nicely. You could easily double this recipe if you wanted to, but I've never made it before, so I'm going to just give it a go. You know that gluten-free flour is a little more on the expensive side, so I'm just sticking with one single recipe here, but it seems like it could easily be doubled or tripled. All right, now I'm just folding it together to form a dough. You don't want it crumbly. It's going to be a moist dough. Right now I've got some crumbles on the bottom, so I'm just trying to pick them up and incorporate them into the dough. All right, this looks great. It feels good. It looks good. I am going to allow it to sit for about 5 minutes just so it can all come together. And then we will make our bagels, add our egg wash and our everything bagel seasoning. Okay, friends, I have let it sit for 5 minutes. I did pick it up just to feel the texture of it, and it seemed a smidge dry. So what I did was I just put some water on my hands, and then I reworked it a little bit just to add a little bit more moisture. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to take some dough, roll it into a ball. I'm going to take my thumb, and I'm going to pierce a hole through the center. There we go. Hole in it, and we're gonna pop her on the tray. I am gonna rinse my hands in between each. I know, I'm a baker and I don't like to have dirty hands, but in addition to that, I don't want it to be any stickier than it has to be. All right, here we are. So now I am going to add some egg wash to the top of each bagel. I have 1 egg here that I have whisked. All right, I actually went over each one twice just to make sure that I got it covered really good with the egg wash. Now I am taking, actually, I always do that. I always take the lid off and like pour it in my hand when I could just pour it like directly from the container. So I'm gonna take my everything bagel seasoning and sprinkle each one liberally. I wanna make sure I cover the tops so that flavor's there. All right, so my oven is waiting for me. I'm gonna pop these into the oven and I'm going to bake them for, let's see, I think it was 22 to 26 minutes. And then I'll be back and we're gonna have a taste. It is bagel time and I have a special guest. This is my daughter, Felice. And I have added a little bit of butter to our bagels. I did toast them after they came out of the oven and added everything seasoning. What you think?
It's pretty good. I'm just not a big fan of everything bagel.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
But your bagel's good.
Do you like the bagel though? Mm-hmm. I totally forgot she didn't love everything seasoning. But yeah, it's good. It's a different texture than bagels that are boiled, of course, because we just bake them. But I'm telling you, I've been gluten-free now for about 9 months. I haven't had a bagel. So this is absolutely delightful to me that I am able to have a bagel now. So thank you guys so much for being here. And I ask that you subscribe to my channel, like the video, click the little bell, and you'll know every time I post a new video. Thanks for being here with us today. Happy baking.
Bye.